Hey, what's happening? So today I'm going to be showing you a video of my installation process for this head unit. I have a 2015, actually no, my bad, 2013 or 14 Mazda 5. This is the second generation of the Mazda 5, and I was just tired of this head unit. Anyways, I bought this off of eBay. They have a kit there that comes with the installation harness. So that harness plugs into your head unit here and it goes into your existing one. Also comes with some extra cables that goes behind this unit, and then the one for the camera. You'll see in the video how I take this whole thing apart and then get this installed there and hook your phone up to your sound system. Anyways, I did have some issue. You'll see it in the videos mostly regarding the harness. I think I don't know, it's just cheaply made or something. So every time you move the cables, the speaker is not really like working on one side or the back. So I'm still figuring that out. So enjoy the video. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, this is going to be for the second generation Mazda 5. I believe it's like 2010 to 2014. Alright, so it is finally time to install the 6-inch infotainment system that I bought a year ago, almost right after I bought this Mazda 5. I just didn't have enough time to tackle that, but I did find some time today. Hopefully I can knock this out in a couple of hours. I did watch a video beforehand, and it seemed like this whole console is going to have to come out along with this, and part of this top I guess air conditioning vents has to lift up and enable me to pop this off. So I'm not looking forward to it because I got less stuff to do. And this is a temporary patch I did, by the way, from these fabric, aka fabric pleather repair. I'm gonna do a better one actually. Let me turn up the brightness. All right, yeah, I'm gonna do a bigger strip here, and just this is actually not a bad one. Starting from here is my test, and it came out pretty nice. So I mean, this is much better than what it was already, because I didn't use the heat gun yet, but you can see what's under this. It's kind of like those hair plugs that men are using now for bald guys like me, but you know what? It works and nobody knows. So anyways, I'm gonna continue and start taking all this off. Alright, so in the video, the first thing he did was clip this. So what I pretty much did was just yank this until it came off. So now I need to deal with that on the other side, and he did adjust this so there's enough room for this to come out. After that, it seems like there's a couple plugs here for these. Let me go ahead and do that. Alright, there it is. Let's lift it. Actually, it's not that hard. Once you get this side up, the other side just follows through. Alright, got 2 plugs down there. Okay, 2 plugs. They're color coordinated, so can't go wrong when you put this back in. Maybe I'll clean this up too. It's got a little bit of crud from just, like, you know, snacks and food shit that we drop in there. So after that, there's a couple more of these caps that I need to take off. Okay, next one up, this is whatever this little storage is. Maybe a phone storage, along with the USB port, the aux, and the cigarette lighter. So gotta pop this off. You can see, kind of lifts up. Then from there, it's gotta pop it up on both ends, and there's 2 plugs in the back. Okay, found a good way to pop this off. Once you get it inside this little crack here, just twist it, and both of these clips would come off. So let me go ahead and go down a little bit more. I'll try to do this without damaging anything. So good luck to myself. Okay, go back down. Seem to be coming off nicely, and then you just yank this. Okay, now this thing is off. Like I said, there's 2 of these, which is also not color but shape coordinated, so can't go wrong plugging them back in. So as you can see, these white clips here mounts to that console cover or whatever, and then you go ahead and pull that off. Man, these things are really hard to do one hand, so let me do that. Okay, back on these plugs. So when you're in the back, make sure you press this down, and same thing on this one. It's kind of hard on this one because it's limited space, so it might help to have a flathead screwdriver. And this one, you know, it's not really tucked in, so you can just pull and grab. All right, now that this is off, I'm also gonna clean that up. Look at all that nasty stuff in here. That's from 12 years of ownership, not just from me but from the previous owner as well. This is off. There's two of these 8mm bolts. Let me get through that. Fairly simple, so you can do it by just using this. So I don't really need the ratchet. Okay, twist them off. Okay, part of the reason why it took me so long to get this done is because it wasn't really a priority. I have a lot of things in the works, as well as just moving and doing work. Now I'm a freelancer now, and it's a sweet life, especially with the kids. It's more flexible, but I do want to get things done, so I'm making time to get little things like this done, so it's more enjoyable to drive this POS. This, not the car, but the POS head unit here. This is super outdated I should say. Anyways, after these two bolts, let me see what else there is here. I believe there's some more bolts down here, or I need to take this off. Saw that, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this off now. Meanwhile, I'm here. In case you didn't know, you could put a universal knob here, because Mazda, I guess they don't really use that thing where, you know, automatic cars have that button where you shift. This is just straight up like a thread, so you could put a pretty cool shift knob here if you wanted to. All right, next step is to yank this off, which I already did. Place it somewhere safe. Oh. All right, that's off. I see a couple screws here that needs to be taken off. Those are and back here that looks like a 10, and then the 10 here, and yeah, two of these Phillips screws here. Okay, that one's out. Now going on to this one. Now that I'm looking at this is a great time to detail the car. The center console is just dusty, and it's got a lot of shit from just daily usage. All right, let me put all the bolts up here so I don't lose them. So those two are gone. I'm gonna go ahead and get a size 10 for that. Hopefully I'm right about the size. No, actually it might be a 12. All right, size 12. Yep, size 12. Yeah, that's loose. On that, I would recommend a deep socket, because with this length here, that bolt there is just too long. All right, now that those two are off, by the way, I dropped the screw down there. I'll deal with that later. Meanwhile, I was looking down, I did notice two, I think there's two more of those down there. See that one there? So I'll deal with that later. And I'm moving on to these two on the side. Gotta bust the cap off. Let me get a flathead. Actually, I got the right tool, so I'm gonna scratch it off with the plastic. Okay, what do you know? With the cap popped off, there's two Phillips screws under there. Okay, so I actually do this one and the one on the other side as well. So let me go ahead and do that. Pop the cap off and get those screws out. All right, so this is the other side. That's the first side I did, and now this side. But look at what I find down here. Bunch of crap. Gonna need to vacuum that. Don't forget these caps. All right, so in that video I saw that they yanked this part off. Not sure. Oh, there we go. Not too difficult. And there's a screw here. I think that will help release this whole console here, the bottom part of the console anyways. And you put sound mat in these and improve the interior noise. Let me go ahead and take this bolt off on this side and the other side. So it seems like the next step for me is to remove this top panel here. Let me get my wallet and my coffee out of the way. Oh, check out this progress. All right, this piece better come out easily because I'm not gonna be spending hours doing this part here. All right, so not bad. Once you get this in, it'll leave a cracks for your fingers and hands to just yank this off. It came up pretty easily, seems like. So now I can access these bolts down here according to what I saw. Okay, I do see these two screws here now, so it looks like I'm one step closer to getting this shit off. Okay, so the next step after getting the screws up here down is to pull this forward. Make sure you grab this back part here and the other side or up here and just yank it real hard. This will allow you to take the clip off of, and then once that's off, you can see there's a screw in there and there. Remove those two. All right, now that I have those two screws behind the climate control off, I see that I have to remove this plug here, tuck it back in, and just basically remove this cup holder console to the back so I can access and pull this off. And there's a little release here to catch the car from going back. All right, make sure you have your handbrake on. So now this is off. I think the next step would be getting to this climate control. All right, so the release on the prong that's on this climate control, it's right here on both sides. Make sure you press that in with your right hand and this one on my left hand, and you just pull this off. Make sure you do it with a little bit of strength because it is kind of hard stuck in there because you got these clips up here. You should get those off, and once you do that, unplug the two of these connectors. These ones seem fairly simple from the top. Can't do it in one hand. Okay, so anyways, I was struggling with this plug, so that's the climate control on the left, so I'm gonna go ahead and just skip that because it's not really in the way. Get that size 10 down there. Oh no, this one up here. Turn on the flash. Okay, right up here, and there's a Phillip. Okay, that one, and I get that size 10 right after that. Okay, that's off. Put that up here. Oh, what else? Let's see. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna have to investigate a little bit. Okay, basically nothing. I just have to yank this off, and here it is. This is the head unit. Now I gotta unbolt it and take the package out of my boxes. It's gonna come with the new face pretty much. It's gonna have a face here. I gotta use the cable from the factory. I did get a harness for this, so then hopefully it's gonna be a straightforward install from here. Check this out. The radio's out. Dude, this base, man, you could basically, if this was a 2019 or 2020 car, this would have been a whole screen here, whole infotainment system with the climate control. But no, this is a 2013, to be exact. It's November 2012. It's old as shit. The plugs, 1, 2, 3. Make sure you get a flathead, and another one here. Pull this off with the hand, but these two, I suggest you use a flathead. Okay, so this is the install kit. It's got the face of the head unit, and it's got all the wiring that I need. The plugs, looks like a thank you thing. This is the camera, most likely, or something. Oh, the microphone for hand-free calling. This is the head unit. Also has some wiring here, so I'm not sure if I need that. So let's do it. Gotta go through instructions. Okay. Alright. This is the face that's gonna go on here. Awesome. And then this is the unit. Whew. Man, I feel so deprived of modern technology. Okay. This comes off. This cover gets on there. Boom. Here I come, 2020. And then I just plugged this in. This came with a unit, the installing kit. There was also another packet. Seems like if I were to install any additional items, it would all be here. Or these, I think these kits actually made for Universal, and then that kit is specifically made for this car, so I might be okay. There's a camera. I need to find that. There's a plug for the camera. Gotta look in the box. Okay, instructions. So that's what I need to do. Alright, so I got the head unit kind of back on, but I still need to verify the wiring a little bit. There's some extra stuff that I need to hide, and definitely the camera. Need to figure out a way to make it go all the way to the back. Maybe from here all the way to the end. I don't know yet, so I'm just gonna test this out real quick and see how it goes. Okay. Seems like it's loading. Oh man. Cool. That's a pretty screen. Pretty big size screen, I mean. This is the first time starting, so I'm expecting to be slow. But here it is. Look through the menu. Also got to check to make sure the sounds is on, or the speakers connected. Let me try that. Okay, after an hour of plugging in, anyways, plugging in, figuring out where the wires are going, I think I'm all set here. Hopefully this camera cable that goes to the back, it's it's already falling apart. Anyways, I'll get that fixed up. But here's the screen. I got the wire to the camera that runs all the way to the back from this piping here. It goes all the way to the back. So as long as it's set up there, I'm good. Bunch these up together. These are for future if I want to add more sound systems. Yeah, everything else pretty much plug and play. Now I gotta put everything back together. And I did test it out first. When I first turned it on, the right speaker was on only. I think the main plug wasn't plugged in that well, so now everything's good to go. I'm gonna test it again before I put everything back in, and I'm good. All right. Anyways, enjoy the video. If you haven't subscribed or liked, please show some support. I'm trying to build out this channel slowly, so thanks for watching and enjoy.